Hello everyone, Haribol. Welcome to another Sunday night Kirtan. As you know, in this program, we're gonna have some mantra meditation that we call Kirtan. Kirtan is singing the mantras in call and response. So it's like that when someone is leading the chant, sing the mantra once and then you listen and then you sing it back to me and I listen. In this way we encourage each other. And then we're gonna have Gauranga breath meditation and yoga wisdom talk, dinner and more kirtan. Okay, so first we're gonna start with chanting a very simple one like Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari. It's not very simple. Okay. So please sit in a comfortable position and just immerse yourself in the mantras. If you like, you can sing it back to me. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari. Your turn. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Murari Nityananda Chaitanya Nityananda Chaitanya Nityananda Chaitanya Nityananda Chaitanya your turn Nityananda Chaitanya 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare you go Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Murari, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Murari. Thank you everyone for joining me. So that was the Kirtan meditation. Now we're gonna have Gauranga breath meditation. It's a focus on breathing, and when you take a deep breath in, expand your belly, and in exhale, when you squeeze your belly and chest, sing the mantra Gauranga. It's got 4 syllables. Gauranga. So now we're gonna listen to these guys and then we join them. Please close your eyes and sit in comfortable position and focus on your breathing.
Aham Brahmasmi. I am spirit. I am not matter. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am the eternal spirit soul, the eternal spark of the Supreme. I am only temporarily in this material body. The body is temporary. I am eternal. Aham Brahmasmi.
Take a deep breath in and join them in exhalation.
For you, the self, there is never birth nor death, nor does the self ever cease to exist. The self or spirit soul is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval. The self is not slain when the body is slain. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, the mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these 8 comprise the basic material energies. Beyond this inferior nature, there is a superior nature, the living beings or spirit souls, who are struggling with this material nature and who are sustaining the universe. The self or spirit soul, you, can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. The individual self is unbreakable and insoluble, and can be neither burned nor dried. Know that that which pervades the entire body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable self. Only the material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is subject to destruction.
Okay, now close your eyes and bring back your focus to the room. That was Gauranga breath meditation. Now we're going to have a wisdom talk by Jiva Krishnadas. And I invite our friend Jiva Krishnadas to come here and give us a talk. And then at 6 we're going to have dinner, 30 minutes dinner break. And then we're going to have more kirtans and music.
Namaste everybody. So I'm just going to offer respect to my teacher before we start. So this part of the talk, I think Afroz mentioned, is spiritual insights. And usually, you know, this part of the program can pretty much go all over the place in a sense. There's many different aspects to spiritual insights. There's, you know, we could talk about the nature of our own nature, the difference between the soul and the body. We can talk about the nature of the spiritual world or the spiritual dimension. We could talk about the cause of this world, the cause of the spiritual world, where it's all come from. We can talk about the afterlife, the nature of the afterlife. We can talk about so many different, when we say spiritual insights, we can talk about so many different things. So looking around the room, there's a few people I haven't seen at this place before, so you know, maybe, you know, if any of those topics that I've just mentioned, you know, if anybody's got a specific interest or a specific you know, curiosity about one of those topics, we could, you know, if you'd like to. Don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but you know, if you feel like you would like to, you know, have some further understanding of that or something you're not certain about, then please, you know, try your luck. I may be able to answer. So I'll just let you stew on that for a few moments. I won't, you know. Okay, no takers, everybody okay? So look, what we'll do in that case then, I'll see as though, can I ask you all this? Just before, when Afroz was doing that first little kirtan, you know, everybody seemed to be getting into it really nicely. Have any of you done this kind of meditation before? This singing? Hands up, anyone? Oh, so quite a few of you've done this before, okay. What's that?
They are professionals tonight.
Yeah. Anybody not done it? Can I do that? Okay, cool. So look, I think we'll approach this, and you know, I think what we can do for the next 20 minutes or so before our dinner break, we'll actually, you know, just talk a little bit about the actual what we just did, this chanting or singing meditation. So, you know, and even those of you who've done it before may get a different, slightly different take on it, what it is. The first thing we can say is that this meditation is so powerful. This chanting, when we're chanting, it might be written on the card. These sounds that we're chanting, they're called mantras. Mantra means we can say mantra in a lot of different ways. It refers to spiritual sound or sacred sound or transcendental sound, and it has the power or the potency which can draw the mind away from the material dimension and put it onto the spiritual dimension. So that's one of the things we can say about it's a kind of like a formal definition of mantra. But one of the things about mantra is that even without understanding anything about it, it will have a very wonderful effect on anybody who is chanting that mantra, chanting the mantra, or even hearing the mantra. Whether you're saying the mantra out loud yourself or just hearing it, what happened just before? Everybody knows what happened. We were all hearing this sound, and it penetrated to one degree, level or another, each one of us differently. Maybe some of us, it just went as far as our minds. For others, maybe it went a little deeper. So the point I wanted to make, the first point, is that even without understanding anything about the mantra, the sound itself will have a very wonderful effect. It'll have a calming effect on a superficial level. It's very calming. Probably most of us would have experienced that earlier meditation. It's very calming, it's very soothing. And but even deeper than that, it has a purifying effect on the heart and the mind. So the example that I learned from my spiritual teacher was that the effect is there. Just like he gave the example of the sun. When the sun rises in the morning, you don't have to understand anything about the sun you immediately experience the warmth of the sun, right? Whether you don't even know what it is, technically speaking. Oh, how is the warmth? It doesn't matter. Everybody experiences the warmth and the light. So similarly with the chanting of a genuine spiritual mantra, that effect will be there regardless of what you understand or not. And so this is why in our program here tonight we'll be doing a lot more meditation. In a sense, you could almost say, got to be a little bit careful here the way I put this, but you could almost say that the chanting itself is more important than what I'm saying right now, than talking about it. You know what I mean? It's sort of like it's not. It's kind of correct to say that, but not exactly, because any talk on yoga wisdom or any talk which explains the mantra and gives a little bit of foundational understanding for engaging in that kind of meditation, that's also valuable. But the real value is in the practice itself, if that makes sense. Just like, go back to the example of the sun. You could get a big scientist up here and he's talking about the sun and it's got chemical reactions going on up there and it spreads give you a really detailed explanation of the sun scientifically, but, do we really care that much? I mean, or the dawn. So, for example, the dawn, have you ever seen, I've seen a few good ones lately. Everybody experienced dawn, the beautiful colours sometimes when the clouds are just right. you get these beautiful oranges and purples and so on and so forth. It's like, you know, if for someone to sit there and scientifically explain all that, it's just like a distraction from the actual experience of all that beauty that comes with the dawn. So mantra meditation is not a little bit, it's actually very much like that. We're encouraged to just have a good experience with it. There'll be a little bit of explanation that comes along with it, but don't let the explanation distract you from, don't overthink it, is what I'm saying. You don't need to overthink it, just enjoy the experience. So why is it? Why, just having said that, now I'm going to give you an explanation. So the reason that it's very special is because it's not ordinary sound. It's a spiritual sound. It's a spiritual sound vibration. It's not just like, we were chanting before a few of the different mantras. Afruz was chanting before. All these different mantras are basically, they're all referring to the original cause, the original source of all spiritual and material energy. They refer to God, if you like. If you like to use that word, or if you don't like to use that word, you can just think of it as that they all refer to the original source, the source from which we've all come. And so this is the explanation that's given in the yoga texts like the Bhagavad Gita and so on. So this way of chanting, we're focusing on the original cause, and it's a very natural place of focus. Like people talk about meditation. Okay, let's meditate. What are we going to meditate on? Or let's have some spiritual meditation. How are you going to spiritually meditate? Oh, let's cancel all let's stop all the material thoughts. Okay, well, yeah, we can do that. That's a start, but it won't get you very far, because the mind likes to focus on something. It wants to go somewhere all the time. The idea that meditation can mean just stopping everything and being silent. It sounds good in theory, and if a person can do that, there will be a certain relief. But inevitably, you won't be able to just empty your mind or focus on nothing. The mind requires something to focus on. And the great, challenge for everybody who's ever been interested in spiritual development, doesn't matter what kind of spiritual path, doesn't matter. Throughout history, it's always been the same. The challenge is always the same. How can you take your mind away from the material, the temporary nature of this world, and place it on the spiritual? How do we do that? That's the thing. So the answer is by focusing on mantras. One of the main ways that we can do that. There actually are other ways, but mantra is the recommended easy way to do it. And it's not a Hindu thing, it's not a yoga thing, it's not a Muslim thing. It's just a thing. You'll find that in any path of genuine spiritual meditation, you'll find this practice recommended. In India they call it mantra meditation. In different religious traditions they'll call it meditating on the names of God. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, it's not, we shouldn't be too concerned about the terminology. The main point is to have an understanding of what this means of gaining spiritual experience actually is. So all those different topics I mentioned earlier, they're all kind of connected. You know, we can sort of talk about them individually if we wanted to some extent, but they're all interrelated. For example, why would we want to have spiritual meditation in the first place? There's a question right there. Why spiritual meditation? Why not material meditation? Which so many people are doing already, right? Why can't we do that? Why have you got to bring this spiritual thing into it? Because the nature of material meditation is that it's or material focus or a material way of life is that, first of all, it's temporary. Secondly, it's not truly satisfying, not deeply satisfying. And we can go on and on about the problems of this, but just to summarise, it's temporary, it's very fleeting. All material pleasure is actually quite fleeting, and it's not deeply satisfying. That's the summary of the problem, and this is why throughout history, all kind of people from different cultures, different spirit traditions of understand, different philosophic, they're all looking for something beyond. You okay, Ruth? Yeah. You good? Okay. Everybody's looking for something beyond, something more than this, more than the normal material way of life. That's why. And each one of us has got our own practical experience of that. What makes us think or want to go beyond the normal day of life. So one of the things that I learned from my teacher was to, right from the very beginning, to actually, I learned he gave me so much knowledge, so much information about all these different topics that we mentioned before. But primarily the main gift of knowledge was knowledge of mantra, knowledge of the names of the Supreme, the names of God. That's all we really need, in a sense, to gain the spiritual experience. It's like the mantra is a key to another world of experience. You can see it like that. It's a doorway to another world. And so this is why in our programs here, like tonight, we're going to be doing a lot more meditation later tonight, a lot more chanting and so on. Because the purpose of my talking, and judging by what went on before with the Frus, I don't really need to talk that much because everybody was right into it already. But the purpose of these talks that we have is to try and introduce people to this meditation practice and show them how to engage in this meditation, and to just to take it on board in their life and apply it and have many experiences with it. That's all. That's all the talking's for. And if a person's already hooked, I'll say it like that, because you do get hooked. If you're already hooked on this kirtan or chanting, then you're a spiritual success right there. That's all you need. one time, many years ago, I was in with my teacher, and actually, there's many experiences I had with him where he was just stressing the importance of meditation in a different way. But I was with him once, and he just simply looked at me and he said, this is like an instruction I got from my teacher: no matter what happens, always chant the names of the Supreme. No matter what happens, whether things are going well, whether things are not going so well, we just continually have this meditation focusing on the names of God. And specifically, you'll find that we're in this particular place, we do focus a lot on the Hare Krishna mantra, the Maha Mantra, as we sometimes call it. But it can be anything. There's many different names of God, and it's not. There's no rule about it. I just focus on this mantra myself because that's what I learnt from my teacher. But I also learnt that there's many different names of God as well. So, if a person, for anybody who comes here and they sort of heard about this idea of chanting the names of God, and you don't, what are they? What are they? Here's one. Here's one you can have. So, then, we can talk about, so this is kind of like the direction of our meditation. And why, again, going back to that question, which I didn't really fully answer, why spirit, why has it got to be like that? Why focus on this? Because our own nature is spiritual. And, we each one of us is in the really kind of strange, we'll call it strange, it's kind of the weird situation of being an eternal spiritual being. Each one of us, we're a spiritual soul. We don't die when the body dies. And yet we're in a temporary material body. How's that? That's interesting, isn't it? The eternal soul is stuck in a temporary body. Very interesting, and quite the bummer. You're kind of like feeling young and, I can do anything. Look at me, 73 years old and still feeling like a little kid. Only problem is, I've got a 73-year-old body. It doesn't quite work. So this is the solution, of course, is to change our consciousness. Forget about the body. We tune our consciousness into the Supreme, the original cause, and this again connects back up with the original cause. Okay, I'm a spiritual soul. We're all spiritual in essence. Where have we come from? What's the source of our eternality? How's that? We're eternal. There's a question. Eternal. Wrap your head around that. What's eternal? And when you think of eternal, you project not only into, we think eternal, I'm going to live after my body dies. You can project into the future, but you can also project into the past. That's the real understanding of eternality. And then you figure, okay, well, how did I get into this body? So these are all, big questions, interesting questions, and we haven't got time to answer them all or to deal with them all in detail tonight. But these are these are some of the questions that we do deal with, and that any inquisitive person will be very much interested in. It's really, really quite the important thing, wouldn't you say? Well, as soon as you know you're eternal, then it's going to be of great interest to know what's going to happen after this body finishes and I leave this body. That's a big thing. Yeah, because people are just floating through like doesn't matter, I can do whatever I want to do, la-di-da-da-da, without even thinking about these things. But it said in the yoga text, it said that a wise person will start to think about these things. They'll become curious, and I'm assuming, that anybody who ends up in this room is to some degree interested in that way, because it's put in our brochure or whatever we've got out there, spiritual insights, so we're all interested to some extent. And so, our job here is to try and, give a little bit of, in half an hour we can't do so much, but to just provide a little bit of general information so that people can, decide whether they want to pursue it further or not. But the answer to the question, where have we come from? We're all little sparks, each one of us. You look around the room, you see, all these individuals, we're all spiritual in essence. Each one of us has got our own consciousness, correct? Each one of us. People sometimes talk about meditation, the one universal consciousness we have to tune into. No. Look around. Like some of you might be thinking, say for example, a person's thinking that what I'm saying right now is wrong. Oh, you're wrong. No, there is. Well, the mere fact that you're thinking in a certain way and I'm sitting over here thinking in a certain way is evidence right there that each one of us is an individual with our own individual consciousness and understanding. So then we come back to the question, where have all these individual consciousnesses come from? Where have all these individual spiritual souls? Well, the answer is that we're all children of the original cause. There's an original cause. And again, some of you may like the word God or not, some of you may not. It doesn't matter. The point is that there is an original cause from which we've all come. And we're a part of that in a sense. And the example that's given in the yoga text, one of the Upanishads, you may know the Upanishads, books of yoga wisdom. The example is given that each one of us is like a little spark of a fire. You imagine a great fire. You see sometimes a big fire in the night and the sparks are flying off this fire. That's a very abstract way of looking at it, but that's the situation. This totality of the fire and the sparks emanating from a fire is sometimes called the absolute truth. That is absolute truth. You are spiritual in essence. You're springing from this great spiritual source. And of course, the fire and the sparks, doesn't really do it justice. You've got to imagine, an infinite fire, an infinite number of sparks coming from that fire. That's the situation. This is this is this is the mind-blowing stuff. Our mind can't really grasp this in any meaningful way. We can just get a bit of an idea of it. But go out and look at the sky tonight when you leave here. which we all do, you get a bit of an idea. That sky, it's nothing. It's just a little speck. So this is, so the yoga wisdom, we'll use that word, we use, you could say yoga wisdom or genuine spiritual wisdom is about that. It's about focusing on that absolute truth. In the beginning, it can be an intellectual experience, like right now I'm talking about it and explaining it. And so it's kind of, you may be able to pick it up intellectually in some way. And that's good as far as it goes. But again, go back to what we were saying at the beginning of this talk. The actual experience is what we really need. And the actual experience can be gained through this meditation practice, this chanting. So the mantras that we focus on, Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'll be chanting later. I'll be doing a lot of that. That's my favourite mantra. It could be sometimes Gopala, Govinda Rama, or sometimes there's other names of the Supreme. But it doesn't matter. The main thing is that when a genuine yoga mantra will be referring to, it'll have a spiritually purifying effect. It refers to the Supreme, the original cause, the fire. So this is when we, okay, so going back to, again, to spiritual insights or trying to gain spiritual, what is it? It's trying to tune into that absolute truth. Trying to tune into the fact that, yes, I am a spiritual spark. I'm eternally related and connected to the cause. The spark, the little spark of the fire. What can you say about it? The fire is eternal and the spark is eternal. The spark is eternally connected to the fire, its source. That's the absolute truth. If you read any books on yoga wisdom, you'll find, they talk about the absolute truth. That's the absolute truth. You are a spiritual spark. And like we we heard in that meditation earlier, Aham Brahmasmi, I am spirit, not matter. My body will die, but I do not die. I'm eternally related to the original cause. I'm eternally related. I'm eternally connected. That's how we solve all the problems of material existence, the problems that arise from being in these temporary material bodies. When you're younger, in the prime of life, you don't think about it so much. You're like, I can do anything. I remember. You can do anything. As the body starts to get older, then a different kind of reality starts to manifest. What's the solution? The solution is to get that spiritual experience, tune into our relationship with the Supreme, with the original cause. And thus far, I've just spoken about it in an abstract way, but in reality, our relationship with the Supreme, with God, is very personal. Just like now, I can have a relationship with anybody here based on our body. We talk to each other, and you can say, oh yes, he's a guy, or he's a girl, or she's a girl, or whatever. You have different kind of relationships. So similarly, when we talk about this fire and the sparks, we're talking about an actual spiritual relationship, not just some theoretical, not just an abstract idea. I've used that abstract idea to try and explain it to some extent, but it's more than that. So I've actually been given the sign that dinner is ready, so I'm gonna have to stop. So I hope that was a little bit helpful. So when we're chanting tonight, you don't necessarily have to think about all these things. In fact, it's, just enjoy the experience as much as you can, and don't worry about the croaky voices and things like that. Whether we sing good or we sing not so good, it doesn't matter. The real point is to, tune in with your heart and mind as much as you can. Tune into this idea that we're connecting with the Supreme. Okay, so thank you. And I'll just do a short little chant while they bring the dinner out. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Adana, Mohana, Govinda, Rama, Adana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Adana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Adana, Mohana, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, thanks very much everybody. So please enjoy the meal, and we'll be back in a little while with more chanting. Hello guys. So once again we'll kick off with obeisances to our line of disciplines session. Just a couple of chants you perhaps won't know, but it's we won't be in them long. We're just doing once each. So.
Vishnupadaya, Krishna Pristaya Bhutale, Srimate Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa Itinaya. Namo Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Gaura Karuna Swarupaya, Radhe Krishna Pristaya. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaur Bhattacharya. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaur Bhattacharya. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Bol. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Bol. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Hari Bol. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, 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 Hari Bol. Gopala
Gopala Govinda Rama Madhava Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
kinds of chanting. So nice. Let's do one where we all chant it together. Yeah? Matana Mohana Murahana. There's a space in the end where you can catch your breath. but if you have, you feel a little puffed, you can just listen once or twice. I'll do it a couple times with you so you get the tune. Otherwise you know when I can get the tune. Metana Mohana Murari. Metana Mohana Murari. Haribo. This chant has a chorus bit in it. We chant the Maha Mantra, the Hare Krishna Mantra 3 times. And then we hit a chorus bit where we say, maybe say it after me so you might already know it. So we go Radharani, yeah, Shima Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribol. Easy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani Shana Sundar, Vrindavan Haribol. Radharani Shana Sundar, Vrindavan Haribol.
Radharani Shama Sundar, Vrindavan Haribol. Radharani Shama Sundar, Vrindavan Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
All right, let's all chant.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
bol. At this point, Jiva Krishna does depart. Apologies about the guitar.
Hey everybody, I'm just going to chant for a little bit longer. Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda. I like the clicking. Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Gopala, Gopala, Govinda. Rama,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah. You hear what he said? You're getting too old for this stuff.
Too old to keep up to G.
We have these short little bursts of enthusiasm and then we fade away. You're never too old to love. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana Mohana, 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 Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I think we're going to do another one. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. I don't know what to do. I never know when to stop. Can't figure out whether. I know what that means. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, namaste everybody. Thank you all very much for all your beautiful singing tonight, and hope we can do it again sometime. Thank you. Haribol. Haribol. Thank you.